So the beer flu has created a new wave of gun owners overnight.
Colion Guns, how can I help you?
From New York to California.
With everything rapidly declining, it's now or never.
To Colorado.
A little bit of maybe I won't be able to get it tomorrow, a little bit of uncertainty.
Gun sales around the U.S. shooting sky high.
They're like literal zombies. They don't care. They just want something.
Because of this, I'm pretty sure Senator Palpatine, Mumble Mouth Joe, Cruella DeVille, Butthead, and Miss I Want to Speak to Your Manager are all losing their minds right now. Personally, I love it. Not exercising your God-given right to defend yourself is like having a multi-million-dollar trust fund and never spending any of the money. That being said, a lot of you first-time gun owners have no idea what to do next after buying your gun. So I'm here to tell you the 7 things you should do after buying your first gun. First things first, learn the 4 rules of gun safety. In short, don't be this guy.
The safety violator. For obvious reasons, the safety violator is the most terrifying personality at any gun range. They habitually and effortlessly break every safety rule known to man.
Just gonna put it back in the case.
In their personal life, they can be the most competent and brilliant person in the world, but put a gun in their hand, and it's like they become remedial. They're flagging people like they're playing laser tag. And you can forget about trigger discipline. To them, the trigger is a finger rest. And when you correct their involuntary suicidal ways, they get mad at you and say the most frustrating and infuriating words you can say to a gun person.
Told you it was unloaded. Told you.
Truth be told, you should learn the rules of gun safety before you ever touch a gun, much less buy one. These rules should be permanently etched in your brain. You should be able to recite these rules like you recite the words to your favorite Taylor Swift song.
Cause the haters gonna hate, play. The haters gonna hate. The demons gonna shake. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off.
I could make an entire video about the 4 rules of gun safety, and I just might. But in the meantime, here are the 4 rules. Treat all firearms as if they are loaded. Always keep your firearm pointing in a safe direction. Keep your trigger finger outside of the guard and off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Be certain of your target, your line of fire, and what lies beyond your target. These rules are a foolproof way to keep you and the people around you safe from firearm negligence. So commit these 4 rules to memory and never break them. The next thing you should do is actually shoot your gun.
One shot on that guy, he's wounded. Finish him.
Which one? You know who you are. You buy a gun, throw it in a drawer, and never touch it again. Don't do this. The first time you shoot your gun should not be when Pookie, Jesus, Chang, or Chad is trying to break into your home.
3 bold criminal suspects caught on tape, allegedly terrorizing an Arizona family in a horrific home invasion. This video, recorded by the homeowner's surveillance camera, is graphic. It shows 2 men approaching a Tucson home. According to police, they offered first to do some yard work. Then suddenly one man grabs the homeowner and grips him in a chokehold. The second man begins beating him. 2 other people come out of the home and are immediately forced back inside at gunpoint.
A gun is a mechanical tool, and mechanical tools don't always work the way you expect them to. In an ideal world, you would first shoot the gun you're interested in and then buy it. But I get it. Guns and ammo aren't cheap. But if nothing else, after you buy your gun, go to a shooting range and shoot at least 1 magazine of self-defense ammo through your gun. Trust me, I've shot a lot of guns, and I've seen every single type of gun fail for some reason. As you can already see, I have issues. Alright. Oh, there we go. Yep. Sometimes it's the magazine, sometimes it's the gun, sometimes the person shooting the gun doesn't have enough hand strength to grip the gun hard enough to make it run reliably. Yes, that's a thing. Hell, you may even realize you don't even like the gun.
Ah! Finger off the trigger, finger off the trigger. All right. You wanna do it again?
Oh, no, not really.
Right. But you won't ever know any of this until you shoot the gun. So please, I know it can be a little pricey, but you're buying this gun to protect yourself. And I'm pretty sure your life is at least worth $30 to $50 to make sure the tool you're using to protect your life works properly. The next thing you should do is get some firearms self-defense training. Shooting a gun is easy. Shooting a gun accurately is kind of hard. Shooting a gun accurately under stress is hard as hell. However, finding someone that can teach you in a relatively short period is actually pretty easy. There are so many firearm trainers in this country, it's insane. And I mean that in a good way. Every new gun owner within the first month of buying their first gun should take some type of self-defense firearm training course. Take a course specifically designed to make you a better shooter under pressure. There are a ton of certified training instructors around the country who teach 1 to 3 day courses at affordable prices. You'll be surprised how much improvement you can achieve in a 1 to 2 day of instruction. Trust me, there's nothing like the confidence you feel knowing you can pick up your gun and use it accurately under pressure. The next thing you should do is learn the laws. Trying not to break gun laws in America can be like navigating a legal minefield. If you live on the East or West Coast, understand that the gun laws in your state are purposely trying to screw you. Gun laws in the Midwest or the South tend not to be as bad as the East and West Coast, but they're kind of slowly starting to get that way. Either way, make sure you get at least a surface level knowledge about the gun laws in your state. If you plan to bring your gun with you when you travel to other states, please, I implore you, learn the laws in that state as well, because gun laws can vary drastically from one state to the other. That being said, learn the gun laws in your state. This will do 2 things. It'll keep you out of jail and it'll make you absolutely hate gun laws because you'll now realize how useless they are at keeping guns out of the hands of criminals and how effective they are at making it harder for you to own your gun. There are a ton of resources online to learn the gun laws in your state. You can literally Google the statutes of your state, but make sure what you're reading is actually current and up to date. The next thing you should do is learn about your gun. Personally, I treat instruction manuals like Future treats his women.
She belongs to the streets.
The micro print on the borderline translucent paper just pisses me off. However, you must learn about your gun, and the best way to do it is on the internet. More specifically, YouTube. The YouTube gun community has been around for a long time, and trust me, there is a video on YouTube about your gun. Watch that video, then watch another, and then another. You'll learn how to take it down, how to clean it, fix common issues, learn about ways to upgrade it, and all this information is great because it in turn makes you a better gun owner. The beauty is the content creators on the online gun community do a great job of making information you'll learn as entertaining as possible. The next thing you should do is get your concealed carry license. Look, I get it. You just wanted a gun for home defense and you don't really ever see yourself carrying it. But I'm here to tell you that you're full of shit. If I had a penny every time someone said this, I would reinvest the penny in the I don't really ever see myself carrying it mutual fund, because I promise you, somewhere down the road, you're gonna wanna carry your gun. Now, if you live in a place like New York and Cali, well, you don't really have a legal means to carry your gun, so you're kind of out of luck. Yes, I know it sucks, but that's what happens when you live in a communist, not so gun friendly state. All things considered, if you are in a position to get a concealed carry license, don't hesitate, don't wait, don't think about it, just do it. Now understand this, carrying a gun and keeping a gun at your house are 2 different dynamics. Carrying concealed or open carry, if you're nasty, comes with its own set of responsibilities and expectations. Honestly, it can be a little overwhelming. However, you're starting now and things have gotten a little easier. When I first got into guns and started carrying, the resources that are available now weren't readily available then. Now you have organizations like the USCCA, which is basically a one-stop shop for everything concealed carry and self-defense with the firearm, with the added value of providing a self-defense insurance. Yeah, I literally mean insurance. Put simply, if you're a member of USCCA and you have to use your gun in self-defense, they'll provide the lawyers, bail you out of jail, and help you throughout the criminal and civil court cases you may likely find yourself in. I'm a lawyer. I could probably do my own case, but I'm still a member of USCCA because of the wealth of information, the training, and just the reassurance that I have access to legal minds that focus on self-defense. It gives me that added level of security. I'll put a link in the description section of this video on how to join USCCA, along with links to other resources that I mentioned in this video. Now, last but not least, join a Second Amendment rights organization. While you're enjoying your right to bear arms, there are people out there on a daily basis fighting for that right on the front line, and they need all the help that they can get. I don't care who you join, even if it's just a local group, they all need as much help as they can get. Each of the different groups out there have their own specialty. Some are great with the legislative side, some with the judicial side, some with the informational side. They all are important, and we need as many well-funded 2A organizations as we can get. So try to make an effort to join at least one 2A organization. I'll leave you with this one last bit of advice. Enjoy the process. Firearm ownership is a big responsibility, but it's also one that can bring a lot of joy while providing you security. So enjoy the learning process and enjoy your gun. I know the news and politicians tell you that the gun is this evil piece of metal and plastic, but I've been a gun owner for over 15 years now, and it's brought more joy to my life than I can ever imagine. So get into the sports side of firearm ownership, get into the hunting, get into the tactical training and the recreational. It's not just a tool to keep you safe. It can also put a smile on your face. Right now, there's a culture war against the Second Amendment, which is why I need your help spreading our message to counter their message. You can do this by leaving a comment, sharing this video, and click the bell and subscribe button. Let my voice be your voice, and let them know you want to keep America tactical. Because the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed wasn't a suggestion, it was a directive. Also, if you're wondering where to get your I will not comply, I lost all of my guns in a boating accident, the AR-15 is protected by the Second Amendment, and your state-specific Keep America Tactical shirts, click the links in the description section of this video.